after that, we'll start. All right. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon for all those who've joined us online. And also we have our students joining us from the campus. So today we have Lucy with us from BIMM Institute UK, and we've recently partnered with them. We have some very exciting opportunities there, which Lucy would be talking about. So yeah, students who are pursuing our contemporary music performance 2-year artist diploma at GMI can now transfer their credits and continue their studies at BIM. They can do graduate programs and even master's programs. So yeah, Lucy will be now taking over and talking about it. A quick introduction about her. She has been working at BIM University as head of international recruitment and partnership for the past 2 years, connecting with overseas institutions like GMI to ensure to ensure that studying at BIM is as accessible for the students, and with an aim to further diversify the student body at BIM. So over to you, Lucy.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone at GMI, for organising this, and it's great to meet you guys over there. Hope you're all well. I will just share my screen. I have a few slides to show you. So, as you know, my name's Lucy. As Himachi said, I've been working at BIM for a few years now. It's a great place. I've actually had the pleasure of visiting you guys at GMI, and I've really enjoyed visiting your campus. I would say it's a very similar kind of place to what we do over at BIM in terms of our BIM Institute Music School. But we focus very much on contemporary music. We also have other schools, just to let you know about BIM University in general. So we also have a screen and film school and also 2 performing arts colleges. So we're very much focused on the creative industries. It's about everything we do. So I'll give you a kind of overview of the university, and then I'll show you what you can expect if you do come and join us in our 2nd year music degrees as well. So who are we? So BIM is a very specialist creative arts education provider. So as I said, we only focus on music, film and performing arts courses. We do now have some exciting new creative tech courses starting for 2024 as well. So we're kind of broadening our curriculum into that area, which is very exciting in our film school. We have lots of different campuses. So we have 5 locations in the UK, and then we also have campuses in Dublin in Ireland and Berlin in Germany as well. So it gives you opportunity to build your network in other cities. We've invested a lot in the most industry standard equipment and facilities. So you can get that in any campus that you choose. All of our courses are very practical and industry-led. So all of our lecturers that will teach you will be working in industry at the same time that they're teaching you. So you get a lot of practical advice from them, lots of projects, lots of internships, lots of opportunities from your lecturers, as well as great teaching from them. Lots of networking, lots of amazing masterclasses that we put on, and again, lots of projects and opportunities to get you into industry. So very practical courses for you. And hopefully you'll recognize some of our alumni as well that have come out of BIM that have been really successful and gone straight into industry when they graduated. So I'll try and cover some of that in a bit more detail for you today. If you guys have any questions, or if you want me to stop, please do let me know, but I'll make sure there's time at the end for questions as well. So just a little bit more detail about the school. So BIM Music Institute, if you like, is where you guys will be transferring to. This is where we have 6 campuses now across the UK, and we have our Dublin campus. So this school, BIMM Institute, really focuses on contemporary music. I'll show you a bit more about the courses in a minute, but this is where you guys will be progressing to. But I just wanted to let you know that we do also have the Institute for Contemporary Theatre. So we have 2 schools here that focus on performing arts. It's also merged with the prestigious Northern Ballet School. So we do have students there studying acting, performing arts. We have our screen and film school. That's in 3 cities across the UK, where we have courses like filmmaking. We have film production, film business, hair and makeup for stage and screen. So you have those resources there. And this is the great thing about BIMM, is that these students, a lot of them at the moment actually are auditioning to produce music videos for our music students. So there's a lot of cross collaboration there between the creative arts, which we love, and the students love. And then we also have Performers College as well. This is our centre that really focuses on elite training for musical theatre and dance, as well as acting. So again, you have that resource on your doorstep if you need some actors for your music video, for example. We do have a great campus in Berlin as well. Berlin has all the disciplines together. So it offers music courses, film courses, and acting as well. They're just about to start the gaming programs too. So it's a great resource there for if you want to study everything combined in Berlin. So again, just a brief overview of our locations. So we do have a music centre in London, very popular with international students, but there are many other cities as well. So please do have a look, do some research. All of these cities have a different kind of vibe or different kind of musical style, if you like. So I would definitely check it out. Some close to London, some a little bit further. But music is available in most of these campuses that we have. Brighton, where I'm based, is just 50 miles from London. Manchester, Birmingham, Bristol, we have a great new campus there too. So if you're thinking of coming to study with us, you have a lot of choice at BIMM. Because you're progressing into your second year as well, you could choose 2 different locations, one in your second year, and then change and transfer to another location in your third year. We find this is really popular with international students. It just means you can build up your network in a different city, in a different level of study. So think about that too. It is quite popular. You don't have to be in London for 2 years. You could do Brighton and then London, or Manchester, then London, for example. So that's a great choice there. So I'm just going to go through some of the courses for you, and then we'll get on to music, and I'll just go into a bit more detail about the music courses. But for film, as I said, we have a flagship filmmaking, production design, film business, hair and makeup course. We do also have a specialist 1-year master's in screen and film production. And those students can really focus on anything they want to for that. So directing, cinematography, VFX, animation, anything there. The video games courses, we have undergraduate, there's 3 there. So we get a lot of students that either want to do the kind of games art side, so looking at character design, game design development, looking at the storytelling of a game, and then game technology, the kind of really hardcore game coding and programming there. So these students will be working with very closely with our film school students. We have performing arts, so you have this on your doorstep as well. We have students studying elite musical theatre and dance, so the kind of triple threat students. They're outstanding singers, dancers, and actors there. We do have another acting course for stage and screen, performing arts courses as well in that in our performing arts centres. And coming on to you guys, so the music courses. So just to give you an overview of what we offer in the music schools. So probably our most popular course is uh, the popular music performance degree, where you can choose to specialize in any of these areas, guitar, vocals, bass, drums, or keyboards. We also have songwriting and different kinds of music production courses, depending on how specialist you want to be. So in the UK, for example, we have the music and sound production course, but then we also have the electronic music production course. So just a few more specialist modules there in creating music electronically rather than the kind of sound engineering side. We also have songwriting, and then we have our kind of non-performance courses in the music school, music business, event management, and then a music marketing, media, and communication course. A lot of these courses are available as a joint honours, so the students can combine two subjects together. So they could do one performance with one non-performance or two performance programs. So popular music performance and songwriting, for example, or songwriting and music business. So you guys have a bit of that option as well, which I'll show you in a minute. We also have our 1-year master's programs as well. We have the MA Popular Music Practice, where students can choose to specialize in 4 different areas. So we have the performance side, we have entrepreneurship, production, or composition. But this is really up to the students and what they want to base their research project on. Sometimes it can be a little bit of all 4 of those areas or just really focusing on one. But we really support you there with a very specialized research project for your MA program. We do have also an MA Learning and Teaching in the Creative Industries as well. So again, for students who want to really go on to teach music or teach any of our subjects within a undergraduate or school environment there. And then new for us this year as well, we also have the 1-year Cert HE programs in performance, songwriting, or music production. So these are kind of very similar to the first year undergraduate, where the students either may just want a 1-year program or they will progress then into their second year. So just looking at you guys, so anyone who graduates from GMI with either the Artist Diploma in Contemporary Music Performance or Music Production and Audio Engineering, it can progress onto a BIMM music degree program into year 2. So you've basically already studied our year 1 program, or it matches. And these are all the different pathways you can choose. So you can do our popular music performance, songwriting. There's a joint honours pathway there as well. A lot of our different production programs as well, again, with some joint honours programs with music business or popular music performance and production, songwriting and music production. So lots of different pathways there. I'll make sure you guys get this afterwards. But all we need you to do really is to pass your Artist Diploma. Some of them do require the songwriting elective from GMI if you are going to choose the songwriting pathway. But we will ask you all for an audition. So we will, the audition is great. It's all available to do online, but it gives you at least 45 minutes to an hour with one of our lecturers who will talk to you, discuss your work, and make sure that you've chosen the right course for your career aspirations, if you like. So we will make sure you make the right choice with the pathways that you're offered. So just to give you a quick overview about the second year that you'll be joining with us. So in the first year, which you guys don't have to do, it's mainly about the core modules that you'll set in your degree. You guys will be going to join in year 2. So you get some core modules, but also you get your optional modules that you can choose. And there's just a few options that I've given you here, so you can see it really depends what pathway you've chosen, whether that's songwriting or production or performance. But if you have a look at our website and find the course that you're interested in, you'll see a course match there. So you'll be able to have a look at year 2 and then year 3, and you can see all the different optional modules. But year two is very much about exploring your options. So looking at, you get to choose around 4 of these. You get to see which are your passions or which ones you're good at and which ones you want to follow. So that's what kind of year two with BIM is about. It's about a bit of an exploration phase. And then you come on to the final year. So it'll be your guys' second year. We call it our third year. You again get some other optional modules, but the real important parts of this final year is your final project and your professional portfolio that you'll be studying. So the final project, again, anything that you want to explore, research, it's a project of your choice, really. It's usually either a creative project, so it could be performance that you've been studying or songwriting, could be more entrepreneurship that you're focusing on, or it could be academic, so more of a kind of traditional thesis or dissertation a research kind of project that you want to focus on. Alongside that, every student, whether that's film, music, performing arts, everybody has a module on professional portfolio. So this is where you'll put everything that you've learned together and for a showcase that you can then go out into industry with. So it's really getting you ready to step into industry as soon as you've graduated. And anyone who's studying in the UK, for example, can apply for the graduate route visa for 2 years and stay after they studied. So again, I'll show you in a little bit about the opportunities that we can help for you to step into the creative industries and get that experience on your CV while you're in the UK or Germany or Ireland, if you are. So just a bit about our accreditation. So we are internationally recognised British university. So whether you do study in Berlin or London, it is the degree that you'll be getting is from BIMM University. It is all taught in English, whether that's Berlin or not. We have overseas students that you'll be studying with. So we recruit students now from around 60 countries. But we're completely regulated by the Office for Students, QAA audited, and you get an internationally recognised British degree when you graduate. Some of our accreditations as well. I don't know if you guys are aware of Billboard, but it's the second year running that we've been included in their top music business schools around the world. We also have in the film school screen skills endorsements. Performers College has Ofsted outstanding ratings and accredited by CDMT. So you can find all that on our website if you want to look at our accolades and accreditations. But you can use your bachelor's degree to then apply for a master's degree, either if you want to stay with BIMM to study your master's or if you want to transfer to another university as well. So I would say something that really stands out with BIMM is the facilities and the investment that's been put into these. So these are very much industry standard, sometimes even better than industry, I would say. So I'll focus on you guys in the music school, but obviously every campus has world-class recording studios. We have Mac suites available for our students. And for London, for example, we have spaces that are sponsored by industry. So we have, for example, the Marshall room or the Yamaha room. So these companies come in and keep it very much up to date with the highest spec equipment so that you guys will use it and then want to use it when you go into industry is the answer. So yeah, we have everything you will need. We have facilities and estates departments on every campus. So you can go down, rent out anything you need for free, take it home. So our students love that. But also not in terms of software as well. We have those Mac suites. We have industry software that you might need, whether that's Logic, Pro Tools, Ableton Live, anything that you'll need there. We do encourage you guys to use different types of software so that you have that on your CV when you graduate. In terms of film, if you do want to work with the film students, we have fantastic film facilities, the best cameras. We have huge film studios available. And for our acting and musical theatre students, we have a very specialist centre in Essex, so not so far from London. They have 28 top of the art dance studios there available for them too. So everything really is at your fingertips when you join BIM. Just a bit more about our lecturers as well. So I mentioned this before, but all of our lecturers are also working in industry. So they're kind of teaching and working. That's our kind of core lecturers. So they're always up to date with what's going on. And we find this is really important for you guys. So they're giving you sort of up-to-date tips, real world insights into the industry as they're teaching you. And not only that, but they're also passing on projects or placements. Lots of opportunities come from our lecturers. Also, their colleagues working in industry are invited in for masterclasses, for example. So we're always in touch with the industry, if you will. We have specialist teams as well, whether that's artist development or festivals that we do in the summer. So that's a really good opportunity for you guys to get involved in things like Glastonbury. We have our own stage at Glastonbury every year. We have some of our lecturers that are founders of music festivals, like 2000 Trees. So all the BIM students get involved in that one as well. So there's a lot to do outside of term time as well. Lots of networking events, mentoring events available for you guys too. These are some of the masterclasses. So aside from the lecturers, we also have sometimes weekly masterclasses where we get industry experts to come in and you just need to book your spot to speak to them. And the students really get up close and personal with, you can see here, Brian May from Queen. We've had Phoebe Waller-Bridge coming recently and Charlie Brooker, Fatboy Slim. We had Stormzy in London. So because we're so well connected to industry, we have really good access to these kind of people that can come in and really give workshops for our students, but also give advice and give networking opportunities to you guys if you come along to these workshops. Some of our alumni as well, hopefully you recognize some of these. I'll focus mainly on music, but we have had recently people come out of BIM. The artist, for example, like Ella May, she's doing really well in the US. She knocked Dre off the R&B charts, I believe, quite recently. George Ezra studied songwriting with us in Bristol. James Bay, Tom O'Dell, Mimi Webb is doing very well in the States. Then we have a kind of the bands, Fontaines DC. They studied recently with us in Ireland and formed at BIM Dublin, doing very well at the moment. Idols as well. So in terms of artists, we have some really good names that have come out of BIM. But we don't just produce artists. There's a lot of there's a huge plethora of jobs that our students go into when they graduate, whether that is songwriters, agency heads, record label executives, musical stars. They go into film, sound, gaming. So there's so many different opportunities for you guys. And it's a huge industry and it's growing in the UK, both music and film. So there's a lot of opportunities for you guys if you do want to stay back and work in industry in the UK. Just a bit more on that. So we do have some systems in place to help you with employability. So in your final year with us, so it'll be your second year, you will get the opportunity to join Talent Match. Talent Match is our specialist in-house recruitment agency. It is basically where we work with nearly 1,000 employers across the creative industries. And we have dedicated staff that can help you match to one of those employers. So you can go along to one of our talent managers. They will help you with your CV. They'll help you with things like interview skills if you need them. And you can say to them, I would really like to work with these 5 companies. And they will reach out to those companies on your behalf and match you up and set you up with an interview. So it's a great opportunity for you then to graduate from us and go straight into industry afterwards. But before that, in your second year, you will get access to BIM Connect. BIM Connect is kind of like our alternative kind of Facebook platform. And on BIM Connect, you have the current students on there. We have all of our lecturers that are working in industry, and then we have all of our alumni as well. So it's like the BIM community there. And everyone just posts if there's opportunities or if there's projects or placements or if they need help with something they're working on. A lot of our alumni flag themselves as here to help or mentors as well. So you can search through our alumni database, find someone who's doing a role that you want to do, for example, and maybe just reach out to them for some advice. How did you get into this role? Is there anyone I should be talking to? So that's a great resource for students as well. There's some big names on there. Companies that we work with, like Sony, of course. We also have a educational partnership with Spotify. So Spotify give some scholarships to students, mainly from the UK with disadvantaged backgrounds. But they also, for example, we have a lot of their facilities are open to BIM students as well. They also offer some graduate internship opportunities too. So we have a strong partnership with them. Just a little bit about the student support that we offer. So every campus, no matter where you choose, has a dedicated student support team, and they can really help you. They have an open door policy, whether you need a bit of financial help or it's well-being. They offer personal tutoring, pastoral care, so they're always there if you need something. We do have a new for 2024. We can offer accommodation through a partnership with private halls of residence. So we can help you if you need, if you want a room close to campus, we can help you with that. But a lot of our students actually want to live together in a private shared house. Just gives you a little bit more space. So we also have a community platform where we can join all the students together. That usually opens in about March time. So you'll get access if you've applied to us and accepted your offer. We'll give you access to a community platform of international students from around the world that are joining BIM. You'll be able to connect and potentially, if you want to, find a house together. So we'll help you with accommodation there. We also have a lot of student societies as well. So there's random ones, depends which campus you choose, but there's things like the Tea Society. Of course, there's choirs. We have ongoing gigs. There's an International Student Society. So lots of ways to connect you with other students. Of course, as well, on the September that you join, we have a big Freshers' Fair, welcome events, boat parties. So lots of ways to connect you to other students before you join. Just a bit on the audition. So we will still need students to successfully pass an audition. This really depends on the course that you choose to apply to, whether it's songwriting or performance or production. We have detailed guides on our website, so it'll give you an idea. But basically, we'd usually ask you to submit some samples of your songs or your work before the audition. And then our admissions team will be in touch and they will book you usually a 45-minute Zoom call with one of our lecturers. And it's really casual. It's just a really good way for you to get free feedback on your work. So the lecturers will talk you through it. They'll give you, they'll give you tips on how to improve, or they'll give you that critique of your work. And as I said, they'll find out about you and your career goals and really make sure that BIM's the right place for you and that you've applied to the right course with us. So yeah, really, really really good feedback for you guys. And it's free. So it's a free coaching session, if you like. But yeah, usually our international students do this online. It's a chance to get to know your lecturers, yeah, to get to know who be teaching you really. So highly recommend to do it. So that's one part of the application process. The rest, just the kind of logistics of it, is that we do have a special direct application form for all of our partner institutions. So I can send that to you guys so you have it. But we have an online application form. Takes about 20 minutes to fill in. We just ask you for your personal details, academic history, any visa history, and a personal statement as well. Once you've submitted that, our admissions team will be in touch. They'll arrange that audition for you guys. Once you've passed the audition and we've received all of your documents, such as your GMI diploma, we can offer you an unconditional offer. And then if you want to accept that offer, we just need you to pay your deposit. Then you'll be passed to our immigration team, and they will help you with everything to do with securing a visa for the UK or for Germany or Ireland, wherever you want to study. So we have people, dedicated teams in place to help you through the admissions process. I know it can seem quite daunting, but we'll help you through every step. Just a bit on the fees. So you're going to be coming for 2 years. Our fees at the moment for UK locations for international students is 15,950. So you'll be paying that, subject to change in your third year, but they have stayed the same for quite a while. You don't have to pay all that in one go. So the deposit that we require to accept your place is £4,000, unless you're applying for funding, whether that's government funding or a bank loan. If you are getting funding, we can drop that deposit amount down to £1,000 to secure your place. With the rest of the fees, you can set up a payment plan with our finance team. So you don't have to pay all of the fees up front. The fees are similar if you choose to study in Berlin or Dublin, for example. It's 15,950, but in euros. Again, same kind of deposit amount, and you can set up those payment plans to spread the cost. We do have some scholarships though. We have an early confirmation scholarship available. So this is for all international students that are paying the international fee. This is kind of encouraging students to apply a bit early and accept their place, so that they're ready to get accommodation, get their visa. So for students who pay their deposit on or before the deadline, which for 2024 is the 15th of June, then we'll automatically discount your fees by either £2,000 or €2,000. And that is for every year of study. So that will be your second year and your third year if you stay with us. Yes, so I can give you more details of that as we go. Just a bit on visa. As I said, we do have a dedicated visa team, so we can help you with all of that. It's a different process depending on whether you want to study in Berlin or in the UK. But again, we can help you very much with our immigration team, giving you all the documents you need, checking all of your documents before you apply for that visa. For the UK, it's slightly higher cost than Berlin. So we do need to pay for the visa, the actual visa cost, but also we have the NHS surcharge cost. So this is part of the visa process. It's an annual fee that you pay. It's like a health insurance, really. So you pay it as part of your visa. And then once you get to the UK, all of your health costs are included. So you can go to the doctors or dentist, for example, and just have very small fees to pay, depending on what kind of work you need. But if you need to go to hospital, if you need an ambulance, anything like that is all covered within the visa charge that you've paid. But I won't get too much into the boring stuff. We can talk about that later. Just to let you know, if you are interested or you want to know more, if you look on our BIMM bim.ac.uk, which is our music school website, you will see either how to apply, you'll see an international student hub, but we also have our open days and events. So there's a few virtual workshops coming up that you can join for free. We have an undergraduate open day. I believe the virtual one is on the 10th of January. So you can sign up for those. And then if hopefully you can make it. But they'll give you a much bigger insight than I have today about BIM and what's to offer. There'll be current students on there. There'll be lecturers that you can speak to. So that will give you a much better insight into BIM if you join those. You can sign up for our newsletters. So we get you'll get all the news that's coming out of BIM and all the different stories. If you can make it to the UK or if you're coming, please let us know. We can give you a campus tour of any of the campuses that you're interested in. And maybe you can join a masterclass if you're there. So yeah, please do stay connected with us. I think I have a short video to show you now, which hopefully the sound will work. But the video just summarizes kind of everything I've said. So we'll play the video and then I can open up to any questions from you guys. Okay, so thank you very much. Hopefully, I've given you a bit of an overview to BIM, but very happy for you guys to ask me any questions or let me know if you need any more information about studying with us. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for that. It was a highly informational session. Students, if you have any questions, this is your time. Please feel free to ask.
I wanted to ask one question. if I may. Uh, I want to ask if right now I'm doing my artist diploma in popular performance and all, but I want to go into music production and you have a joint honors, you have a joint course for performance and production. I'm really interested in that. Will I be able to like transfer by any chance, like my credits?
So I think I heard that right. So you wanted to do the joint honours in performance and production. So we do have that as a option for you guys. The way that we've mapped the courses, you'd normally have to have done the music production and audio engineering pathway at GMI. I'm not sure if that's the pathway that you've taken, but I would suggest, yeah, apply for this program. You still get the option to specialize in one of those 5 areas for performance, but then you get to do the music production modules as well. So the way that our joint honours work is you basically do 50% of one of the programs and then 50% of the other. So you do the core modules will be split, and then you just get slightly fewer optional modules than a student that does the single honours does. But again, if you have a look on the website, if you go down to the course page and the modules, you'll see the kind of program builder there, and you can have a look at the different modules that you get to choose. But yeah, that is a pathway option. I would suggest apply. We'll set up the audition and do the audition with the assessor, and they'll make sure it's the right course for you and that you're right at the right level to do that program. I hope that answers your question.
Kind of does, but I want to ask one more thing. If I don't apply as a performer, I apply as music producer, when I've not done any course from the GMI and as a music producer, will I have to do all the 3 years or can I skip all the harmony, for example, all the harmony one, like in music production, there's harmony courses, right? Can I skip those? Because I've already done those, you know.
I didn't quite get that. So I'm so sorry. Could you just can you say that again, or could you type that in the chat? I didn't quite understand the question.
Can you hear me now?
That's a bit better. I think so. Go on. Sorry. Could you just repeat that for me?
I want to ask, like, I've done on how many courses here, and I want to apply as a music producer. So can I like skip those like harmony and like ear training courses which are part of the music production and like do all the other courses that like save a bit of time also. I can work on something else while I'm there.
So have you had a look at the course pages? Those core modules that are on the program, they're compulsory for everyone. So you would have to do those. But then the optional modules, you can choose which ones you want to choose. But yeah, for year 2, you can't skip those core modules, if you like. That's part of the credits that you need to be able to graduate with a degree from us. So I'd have a look. They might be that they're different to what you've been studying at GMI though. So maybe that's something you can ask the assessors when you're doing your in audition. They may be able to suggest a different course if you have already studied those areas. But unfortunately, each module makes up those credits that you will need in order to be able to graduate with a degree program. So we can't skip them, unfortunately.
Got it. Thank you.
Do we have any more questions?
Yeah. You said that we can also go for courses where there's like all the 3 acting, dancing, and music. So in that case, would music be restricted to just musical and operatic singing, or like are we open to other genres also in that case?
I think I heard that right. Sorry, you were talking about part of the performance and the vocals, is that right? And the musical style?
I was asking, like you said that we can do all the 3 things, acting, dancing, and music together if we want to. In that case, would in music, would it be restricted to just musical and operatic singing, or we are open to other genres also in that case?
Okay, so sorry if I confused you here, but we do have a program in musical theatre and dance. That's part of our Performing Arts Centre. It is available, but it's not part of the GMI progression pathway. So it would be a 3-year program. In that, yeah, we do train all of our students in singing, dancing, acting. But as part of the partnership that we have with GMI, it would be in our music college. So it would be the popular music performance route, where it just focuses very much on either vocals or the guitar, bass, drums, whatever you choose, but very much focused on music, only contemporary music. But that's the pathways that we offer. If you're interested in musical theatre, please let me know and we can discuss that. I can give you a bit more detail of that degree, but it will be a 3-year program.
Okay. And the other thing is, in case of transfer of credits, or like you said that if you're going from an AD course to the popular music course, we'll directly go to second term. Are there any criterias in this case, like we have to satisfy these criterias in order for us to directly go to the second term, second year?
Yeah, so, well, for you guys, for this progression route, we just asked for you to pass the Artist Diploma that you're studying at the moment at GMI, and then to pass the audition that you'll either get a recommendation for or not. We've had one of your students study with us already. She passed the audition with flying colours, so I'm sure you guys will be fantastic. But yeah, just to get a recommendation at audition. And then the English language requirement, but we either accept there, if you've done your standard 12th high school and you've got 60% or above in English, we can use that to satisfy the English language criteria. Or we do have partnerships with English language testing services here, so we can offer discounts on English language tests if you need them. But that's really the main things. It's passing your diploma, passing our audition, and satisfying the English language requirement, really.
Thank you.
Could I ask one more thing regarding the English language test? Does CBSE 12th grade count, or do I have to? CBSE is like here, like there are a few boards, right? So CBSE is one of our boards. So if I get 60% above, it's CBSE 12th grade, so I can use that also.
I'm so sorry. I'm finding it a little bit difficult to hear you guys. Could you mind repeating that for me?
I wanted to ask, like, can I use the CBSE 12th grade marks for the English requirement exams? Or should I use something like TOEFL, Duolingo, or IELTS?
I think I understood you there. You're talking about the English test, but if you go onto our website and look at English language requirements, you'll see all the different tests that we accept, whether that's IELTS, language cert is one that we have a partnership with. We can offer a discount there, about half price if you book through us. There's Pearson, TOEFL, all of those tests. I hope that's answered your question, but obviously if you have your standard 12 with 60% in English, we'll accept that. If I didn't answer your question, I'm really sorry. Maybe we can email after, or if you can send it in the chat.
I'm audible.
Could you I think this is better.
So I wanted to ask, for the students who already have a bachelor's in let's say literature, so after doing the diploma in GMI, the Artist Diploma, can we apply for the master's program there?
Yes, certainly. Yes, I'll take you back to the slide here. Yeah, so if you already have a bachelor's degree, it doesn't matter what subject really, then you can apply for our master's program. You will just need to, again, show your artist diploma from GMI and pass an interview with our academic staff. Again, the interview is a bit more personal for the master's program. They will ask you to really demonstrate what your research project or idea is. So the MA, a lot more fluid than the bachelor's programs. It's all about a research project of your choice. So it could be something really unique, but they will ask you in the interview what you're planning to research or what your area of interest is. So yeah, again, about an hour-long interview. You'll just need to be recommended after interview, and then we can put you onto our MA programs.
As I understand it, the performance and the production are kind of master program are like together. So how will like it be divided as in the production and the performance? How much time will how much teaching will be there in production? Is it okay for a complete beginner production to run masters?
I think I heard you right. Is that how much time you'll spend doing production on the MA?
Yes.
So again, it's really, you will get some time for specialist skills, but really the master's program is a lot more about a research project. So it's a specialist area that you want to focus on. It's a bit more about your academic research, I guess. So you will have to do a bit more of that kind of self-study time. Either producing it doesn't have to be. It could be like a traditional dissertation or thesis. Could be more of a live project again. So it really depends on your specialist area and what you want to focus on. But you do get one-to-one time with professors on the MA program. It's very much, they're more of an individual program that you'll get rather than the bachelor's courses. But yeah, it really depends on what you choose to study on. Again, the interview is a really good opportunity for you to connect with the course leader. They'll be able to tell you a lot more about your subject area and what that would involve if you study with us. I hope that answers the question.
I wanted to know, is there a 1 year program, like can I do 1 year here and then 1 year there, in particularly in electronic music production?
Yes, so do that mean you want to transfer to different cities?
So I want to do 1 year here, and what I'm thinking is can I do 1 year over there, like in Berlin?
I think I heard that right. So you want to do 1 year in India?
Yes, right.
So we don't offer our programs anywhere outside of our campuses. So you would need to do the 2 years at one of the BIMM campuses, but that could be 1 year in Berlin, 1 year in London, as long as the course that you are applying for is running there. Or you could do 1 year in Manchester, 1 year in London. But we would, if you're doing the bachelor's program, we would need you to be at one of our campuses to study that.
I'm not interested in bachelor's, so I'm doing a master's degree, then can I do 1 year? For a master's degree.
Oh, the masters. Oh, okay. So our masters are only one year. So our master's programs are 12 months. So they start in September and they finish in September. So it's just a 1 year program. But again, that would have to be at one of our BIMM campuses.
So do I need to do a program here in GMI to do the master there, or like it's master independent?
We don't offer any masters outside of our campuses. If I heard you right, I'm so sorry. We don't have any online programs yet, unfortunately. That may change in the future. I know that our academic team's looking into it.
Okay, so I can directly join the master over there, the entire course in your campus.
Yes, it would have to be on one of our campuses. If I heard you right, I'm so sorry. Just struggling to hear you guys a little bit. Himanshi, I'm not sure if you can.
Could you come sit a little more closer to the mic?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, this is much better.
So I'm interested in the master's program in electronic music program. So I'm asking, so I have to complete the entire course in your campus to UK or Germany. Is that what you're saying? Or it's like a 1 year program, right?
It's a 1 year program, yeah.
So
It's
I have to
one.
do the entire course in your campus in UK or Berlin, right?
Yes, at the moment, yes, we don't have the online programs available. So it's a
Okay.
1 year program. You choose a campus because
Okay.
the campus you choose will mean which professor that is assigned to you for the MA. So you'll be working very closely with them. So you do need to be in close proximity, if you like, to the campus that you choose.
Yeah.
I want to ask one more question. Is there a scholarships for early application?
We do, yes. We have the
Sorry, I meant to say, like, is there any other scholarships other than the early application?
oh, I see. For international, this is the only scholarship we have in place at the moment. So it's the £2,000 per year of study. So if you do apply for the undergrad, it's for the second year and third year, or it's for the master's program. But they're the only scholarships we offer at the moment, unfortunately. There may be some others that you can, if you have a look through, there's some external scholarship programs, or again, potentially some in India, GMI might be able to help you with. But unfortunately, that's all we offer. The other scholarships that we have in terms of Spotify scholarships at the moment are only open for UK home students.
What about merit-based like scholarships? Is there an option? Because I've seen other like colleges do that. So is there any option for that, or is there not there for international students?
We don't at the moment, unfortunately, for international. We've only had in the past very exceptionally, if students we have done exceptionally in their audition, or if there's been some other exceptional circumstances. So I would say apply and do your audition, and then get in touch with me. I can always see if there's any other routes or ways that I can help in terms of finance.
Thank you.
Do we have any more questions there?
Good, all good guys with the questions? All good from here, Manshi.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Lucy, for taking out the time and doing this. This session was highly informational. I'm sure all the students got all their questions answered. And yes, hoping to see a lot of students, GMI students at BIM soon. So yeah, thank you so much again.
No problem. Thank
All
you so much for your time. It's great to meet you.
All
And
right.
thank you, Archie, for organising.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.